Hey guys, welcome into today's video. We will talk today about the activities of insider during the month and in particular the sectors that insiders were buying and selling during the month to see whether in general is a good time to buy in the market and in particular which sectors are very interesting for insiders to buy so that we can see also from our side the retail investors which sectors are the most interesting. I'm tracking all as every month, and I want to show you the data of April 2024. In April 2024, we had 108 buys, 570 sell. So we have, let's say, the market, even because of the fact that it went down a little, we had finally a bit of retracement. We had a bit higher buy to sell percentage than the past month. So nothing in particular, but for sure April was a better month to buy than than March or February because we can see that in reality the ratio was a little higher. So that's already a good point that when the market is reaching like lower point is a better time to buy. So guys, yeah, before we continue, the video is sponsored by my Patreon. We will load there all these analysis on sectors to buy and sell. Just $5 a month in case you want to join to contribute the channel. Link in the description below. So guys, what were the sectors? Let's say that were more bought and more sold. I added some functionality to my research because we can see here the number of buys and number of sells. But I added in total how many stocks we have in each category. Because, for example, if in computer and technology 12 stocks were bought and 134 were sold, we have in total 823 stocks. It means that 1.46% of stocks were bought and 16% of stocks were sold. This is for me a very, very high number because it shows that almost one stock out of six was getting sold on technology. So how this sector is really overvalued and how it cannot be touched. Let's see other sector. Business services, a bit better. Basic material. Okay, we just have 11 stocks in basic materials, so it's a bit low, the count to make statistics. Auto tires is also a small sectors. But for example, we see that, there is much less sell pressure than computer and technology. Let's see, construction, also small sector, consumer discretionary. Yeah, we can see, for example, in consumer discretionary, the situation looks a lot more bullish than technology because out of 415 stocks, just 34 were sold, 10 were bought. So, like, it's a 2.41% of stocks that were sold and a half. So, much, much less bullish consumer discretionary than technology. Consumer staples, big sell. Finance, yeah, finance, even if it had a very good month, remains a better sector because we got 20 buys, 72 sell. Medical, let's see, medical, in spite being the sector with most buys, 28, the percentage is not so high, just 2%, and 8.75% of stocks were sold. And medical went up, and finally we started to have Pfizer moving up. Retail wholesale, very interesting. That's one of the sectors more bullish because we have almost 4% of stocks that were bought and the 14% that were sold. So a lot of activity in and out on retail wholesale. Transportation looks good. Transportation, yeah, maybe is the best sector of the month because you see number of buys to sell was almost equal and is a sector with the higher percentage of buys of all. So I would say that looking like this at the market, I would rather search in transportation to have the most interesting opportunities. That might be the best sector where you want to look in May. And if you want to see all the stocks that were bought or sold this month, you can subscribe to the channel, and here you will see all the list of the stocks that were bought and sold, their sectors, and so on. The industries that were the most bought: medical, biomedical, and genetics. There is always a lot of interest in this industry. Medical drugs, the banks, computer and IT was also one of the sectors that were the most bought. If we look at the money, let's look at the money. Here I think we got just the sell. Let's put the buys to see, like, show me the money, where we had the most money. Let's try to put a nicer graph. Let's see, maybe like this will be more clear. Okay, so medical is where the money is going, consumer discretionary, where we had the biggest amount of buys. And if we were looking at consumer discretionary, wow, considering it only has 10 buys, it's very interesting because probably big transactions were done on consumer discretionary. You can really see how much is big. So let's have a look. I'm curious to see the stocks that were bought in consumer discretionary. MCFT, I think, yeah, is a boat company. Is a company that they own in a private portfolio. Leisure and recreative. Wow, this transaction was massive. You see here, you see the value. Let me put it in dollar. Massive transactions on TKO, 292 million. Wow, incredible transaction, and very big transaction on this LSXMK. Let's see briefly which stocks are there. Just for curiosity, LSXMK. LSXMK. Let's see. LSXMK. Let's see. Ah, Liberty Media. Ah, Berkshire Hathaway. Wow. I thought that might be interesting, guys, because Warren Buffett is really believing in this Liberty Media Corporation. I think we analyzed that on the channel. Massive transaction from them. And then another one, Liberty Media TKO. Let's see, TKO. And they are continuing to buy. Berkshire Hathaway are continuing to buy this Liberty Media. TKO Group. TKO Group. Yeah, we had 2 buys, 1 sell. TKO Group Holding. So mixed pictures, but the buys were really huge. Because you can see here really massive buys. Alright guys, so that was all for our video. I hope you like it. In case, let me know. In case I can do better something in this video, let me know in the comments. Thank you. I wish you a wonderful evening.